No, no, no. I shot that rat in the face 4 times with rapid fire, and he still ran away and pulled 6 other packs. No!
Hello boys and girls, this is Scotch and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an outstanding weekend. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the most adrenaline-pumping, shock-inducing rage factories that Blizzard has introduced into Warcraft in quite some time. That's right, I'm talking about Torghast. In this video I'm going to try to help out my fam, the Dirty Casual. Yes, my friends, Torghast is extraordinarily unique. It has the power to incite hatred, triumph, and emotional numbness all within about 30 seconds. 1 second you'll be high-fiving random strangers and buying shots for everyone in the theoretical bar you're allowed to play Warcraft in, and then you're rage quitting, deleting every file with the word Warcraft in the title off your computer and plopping down the cheddar cheese on the pre-purchase of that sweet-looking Hello Kitty MMO coming down the pipeline. But my aim is to give you a little hope. Chances are that the vast majority of you have gone into Torghast at least a few times, even us dirty casuals. Maybe those few runs have whetted your appetite for more Torghast fun. Maybe you go in only when you have to, and hate every frickin' second of it. It's understandable. Torghast is a mixed bag for almost everyone that ventures in. There are a few things you can take with you into this hellhole that may just get you through it, or maybe a little further than you've ever gone before, even for the dreaded twisting corridors. 1. Know that RNG is huge for Torghast. Everything from the layout of each floor, to the anima powers you're given to choose from, to the types of mobs you'll be facing, and the last boss of every floor and level, all of them are completely random. You have no idea until you walk through the portal. 2. Don't be afraid to walk out and reset everything, and learn to recognize early on when the RNG gods have dealt you a crappy hand. If you're on floor 3 in the twisting corridors and your heart rate is consistently above 200, with a couple of deaths under your belt, come to a full stop, turn around, and walk out. It is not worth the emotional pain. 3. Use the abilities of your class that you enjoy and are good at. Chances are you will get anima powers that amplify those abilities and your playstyle, especially in the twisting corridors through 18 floors. Hopefully, by the time you finish this video, you'll have a little better understanding about what you should get excited about and what you should avoid at all costs. I've taken 2 classes through Torghast so far, a hunter and a warrior. I've run the emotional gauntlet on both. My hunter has a better eye level and sustains much better DPS. However, I've made it farther in Torghast on my arms warrior than I have with Mr. Boomstick. So just keep that in mind as we go through this. This will be from the perspective of these 2 classes. I'll try to keep this short, sweet, and to the point. First of all, there are booty traps throughout Torghast. That's right, booty traps, straight out of Indiana Jones and the Goonies. You just have to learn to recognize them and avoid them. There's also one specific floor that will contain every one of the booty traps. Every single one of them. I have no idea if this floor has an official name. I just call it the floor of epic douchebaggery. The first thing you need to do is try to nuke the Maulsworn Shackler, which is the first mob you'll see when you zone in. If you do not nuke him, he will run. Do not try to catch him. He will run through about a dozen booty traps in the process of eluding you. If you can't delete him quickly, you'll just have to wade through the obstacle course of death, on a bridge with no rails mind you, and kill him the old-fashioned way. The booty traps are flame jets that shoot up from the floor, think Princess Bride, only worse, giant swinging axes, pulse cannons that line the floor, flame cannons, and energy mortars. You will see all of these on that bridge, which is shorter than a football field. Oh, and Captain Asshat is firing shackles at you the whole time, and while they don't do damage, they slow you literally to a snail's pace. Not good if you're still in the middle of all the other traps listed above. That's why you need to kill that guy immediately before you try to do anything else on the floor. Those shackles can't be LOS'd, and you cannot avoid them. If you can master the traps on this floor, you'll be much better prepared for navigating other floors, because this is the only layout that I've encountered that has them all in one place. You'll also need to get lucky and get some prim and proper anima powers in your travails. They run the gamut of sucky to awesome, so pray to Lady Luck to allow her benevolence to shine down upon thee as you navigate your way through. The anima powers are broken down into 4 categories, very similar to gear. There are common, uncommon, rare, and epic ones. Also get used to the idea that sometimes the common ones help you more than the rare or epic ones. No matter what class you play, you want to strive for a healthy balance between the damage you can dish out and how much you can stave off. Let's take a look at some examples for a hunter. Bone Barbs is one that I always hope I get, and it's a common, so I normally do. It increases the damage of kill shot by 100%. Also keep in mind that these powers can stack, so if you get lucky enough to get several of these, your kill shot becomes your new best friend. There are also covenant-based anima powers. My hunter is a Venthyr, so I often get Serrated Arrowhead, which allows the Flayer's Mark, a Venthyr ability, to increase the damage of kill shot by an additional 30%. There are also more common abilities that give simple percentage-based increases to stats like Versatility, Mastery, and Maximum Health. Never be afraid to keep stacking these. You can also use the Phantasma you earn from every mob in the joint to buy more of these abilities from the Venari agents on every 3rd and 6th floor. So play around and see what lethal combinations you can come up with. Now while those abilities are pretty common and you'll see them a lot on your runs through Torghast, there are a few anima powers that you want to avoid at all costs. Trust me, they look really cool the first time you see them and you'll want to learn them immediately, but you have to show a little fortitude and ignore the whispers telling you to click on them. Here are 2 such powers, Edge Lurker and Negation Well. Edge Lurker increases your movement speed by 60% when you're close to a wall or the edge of a hallway. Sounds cool, right? Especially if you don't have a lot of time to sink into this particular run through hell. Well, that description is horribly misleading. You'll go 60% faster when you're near walls or hallway edges, but you'll also get that burst of speed on stairs and bridges and chains, and you can't get rid of it once you take it. You will end up killing yourself way more than any mob can, especially when you see that tantalizingly sweet anima cell on a small platform at the end of a long chain. You'll get a third of the way out and yoink yourself right off the edge and plummet to your death. That's not even the worst part. When you zone back in, you're so pissed that you will convince yourself that you know what you did wrong and you try that crap again, only to make it maybe another 5 feet before you yoink yourself off the other side of the chain and plummet into the fiery depths below. Once again, don't take this ability. Ignore it. Negation Well is similar. It greatly increases the power of your jumps. They are not exaggerating. One press of the spacebar and you're sailing about 30 feet away, about 15 feet in the air. It sounds great for avoiding those pesky booty traps that I mentioned earlier. However, karma will punch you in the face if you take this ability. As soon as you grab it, the next floor will be a giant lake of liquid hot magma with a 3 feet wide, broken, rocky nature bridge that requires you to jump to certain segments. Good luck. Just ignore Negation Well too. There are a few other little boosts scattered throughout the tower. Always grab all the changed spirits. They give a stacking 1% buff to intellect, strength, and agility. By the time you get to the end of a level, you can have anywhere from 15 to 20% extra in your main stat. Also try to open the chests located throughout, as they will always have an anima cell for you. Some of them are just clickable puzzles. Another requires a certain number of keys, based on the number of chains locking it, to open it. Those keys are usually spread all over the floor you're on, but it's worth it for the extra power. Torghast is a roller coaster on the emotional spectrum. It takes the Mage Tower to a whole different level. It is also, however, a fun addition to the game. It's challenging. The rewards are cosmetic. It makes you play your class better, in my opinion. And, most importantly, it is not a necessity. Even the campaign quests that send you in there are watered-down versions of the Twisting Corridors. They aren't nearly as challenging. So at the end of the day, I hope you do take the time to get some practice runs in. If you manage not to throw your computer into a lake or set it on fire, you'll thank yourself for doing it. Oh, and hopefully you'll have made it to the end of this video, so you're more prepared than most for more dives into the Jailer's Tower of the Damned. Have fun. Thanks a ton, kids. Once again, this is Scotch. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out my video. If you like what you see here, push that subscribe button and tell all your friends to do the same. You can also hop over to Twitch and follow me there. My channel is Sour Mash and Scotch, and the link will be in the description below. As always, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and I hope to see you all again soon.